Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, um, I hold that in high regard for two reasons. First is um, When I'm 64 is a song that my mom loved so much. And there's the song is, um, this, um, there's a bit of the lyric where Paul McCartney's singing, it goes da 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 na 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 na, and he says in that, I think the second part of the song, he says, indicate precisely what you mean to say, you're sincerely wasting away. I think that's the lyric. My mom played the piano, and she'd love to play When I'm 64 on the piano. And when I was young, I have these great memories. And one of the memories is she's playing When I'm 64, and she gets to that bit, and she sings as well as she's playing. And she gets to the bit of playing When I'm 64, and she's, indicate precisely what you mean to say, you're sincerely. And then she doesn't say wasting away, she says, wasting my time. So whenever I hear the song When I'm 64, I sing out the lyric. But whenever Paul McCartney reaches that point, he's, you're sincerely wasting, I always say, you're sincerely wasting my time, in honor of my mom who sang it that way. So that's my one of my dearest memories of the song When I'm 64, which is on Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the album. And also my second memory for Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is one of the reasons why I hold that album in such high regard, is the song Lovely Rita. Lovely Rita, meter maid. Lovely Rita, meter maid. May I inquire discreetly, when are you free to take some tea with me? So I remember listening to that, and I was so fascinated by that lyric. When are you, lovely Rita, meter maid? May I inquire discreetly, when are you free to take some tea with me? And I remember when I was in college, I was really into the Beatles when I was in college. Really, really into the Beatles. I love the Beatles. I still do, but I was so intensely into the Beatles in college. And whenever that song came, I was such a shy. I still am. I was very shy when it came to, like, asking girls out on dates and stuff. I could never do it. I was so shy. I couldn't sum up the courage. And there was this one student. We'd sometimes be in the same class. Sometimes we wouldn't. I had this crush on, and kind of friendly, but not really. I always thought, oh, it wouldn't be nice just to have a nice, like, coffee or tea or whatever it was I was having at the time, at the cafe, because there are a lot of cafes in the university's town or city where I was at. And but I was listening to Lovely Rita, I think, on my Discman, because that Sony Discmans, the portable CD player, and I was listening to it. Was like that, and I was listening to Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band as I was walking across campus. And I see this young woman walking from the opposite direction we're about to meet, and I'm listening to Lovely Rita, and it's that point. It's the point where it's like, Lovely Rita, meter maid. May I inquire discreetly, when are you free to take some tea with me? And I just thought, oh, we just struck up a conversation. I said, oh, how are you doing? And just suddenly said, oh, what the heck? If Paul McCartney can say it, why can't I? And so I said, oh, I was listening to Lovely Rita, and there's a bit where it says, oh, when are you free to, may I inquire discreetly, when are you free to take some tea with me? And I was wondering, when are you free to take some tea with me? And she kind of was taken by that. And she sort of laughed and said, oh, yeah, that's great. That's a great idea. Let's get together sometime. And so, yes, a couple days later or whatever, wouldn't you know it? But yes, we got together for some tea or whatever it was, some cafe or something. And I mean, that was it. That was the end of it. We didn't hook up or anything like that. It wasn't nothing of that sort. It ended up not happening in that way. But the point of the story is that the song Lovely Rita gave me some courage to say this, right? So a lot of the songs that I was listening to at the time gave me that courage. I mentioned something similar that happened to me with like I don't know, like the Living Daylights or something like that, or something. But Lovely Rita was another one. So I love that. Yes, Lovely Rita, meter maid, may I inquire discreetly, when are you free to take some tea with me? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah, that's a great song.